Supreme Court. Today, this matter came before a bench of two judges. The lawyer from Dr. Manmohan Singh and other parties argued that there was no illegality in that decision.
We have to interrupt you now. We have to interrupt this conversation. Vikas will be back with you shortly. But now we go back live once again. There you see it on your screens. Live visuals from the Rourkela Steel Plant site, where the Prime Minister will be inaugurating a modernized and expanded unit of the Rourkela Steel Plant. As we were just speaking to our correspondents a short while back, the Prime Minister has arrived in Rourkela now. He will be inaugurating
those display monitor which actually show how the production is happening. This display monitors, as you can see in our camera. Now you can see a huge plate of hot iron coming right there. Completion of this massive modernization and expansion project has given us the biggest blast furnace of the country, Durga, which commenced operation in August 2013. Also, this doubled the capacity of this plant from 2 million ton per annum to 4.5 million ton per annum. The other major units set up, there is this new raw material handling plant, a new sinter unit, a new coke oven factory, a new basic oxygen furnace, and there is also a new slab caster which has come up on a new plate mill. With this, the crude steel and saleable steel capacity of this Rourkela Steel Plant has risen to 4.2 million ton and 4 million ton respectively, which are more than double than what their capacity was actually. And apart from increasing the quantity, the other significant features of this modernization and expansions has been that the quality of steel produced has been enhanced and the cost of production has been reduced. Customer base has been enlarged, and the environment management has also been given a priority, which has actually ensured that the quality, the Make in India campaign, which the Prime Minister has always said that there should be error-free production. So these are the steps that are actually being taken in the direction that where the cost effectiveness is also there and the error should be zero. And this modernization facility is one indication in that direction.
Right, Abhishek. We also believe that a major impact of this modernization will be a jump, a twofold jump, in fact, of steel production. Have you been able to speak to any engineers there regarding this?
When speaking to engineers, they were actually happy that these type of modernized facility and sophistication in technology has come up in their own country, especially SAIL, which has been a Maharatna company. This new modernized facility would reduce import of so many sophistically produced steel, high quality steel import would be reduced. So of course the engineers and the staffs are happy that these type of modernized facilities are coming up in their own company. There was obviously a glimpse of smile, but at the same time they were looking forward to this thing that the production capacity and the development mission should not stop here. SAIL has given a blueprint that it is going to rake up its capacity of production up to 50 million ton per annum. And for that it needs to continue with this progress, modernization, and lot of huge amount of investment would be needed. So now the point is that those investments should be ensured, those capacity building should be ensured, and the process of this modernization should not stop, it should just continue.
Right. Talking of blueprints, you were speaking about the poverty in the state despite being so rich in minerals, despite the Rourkela Steel Plant, which is one of the earliest steel plants that India has established in India. When we talk about blueprints, we just heard the Union Minister for Steel and Mines talking about employment generation. Have you been able to speak to experts there or analysts there about how this will work out?
This plant was established in late 60s when there was a very popular saying that these plants and this industry are the modern temples of independent India. But then since then there has been a lot of change across the globe in terms of production, in terms of capacity enhancement, and this plant is actually been able to address some of those issues while enhancing its quality production and actually increasing its quantity of production as well. Of course, this is going to generate a huge amount of employment. Locals were happy through this modernization process. There has actually been a lot of opportunity for youth. Also, industry is going to be benefited because this type of high quality steel were not being made in India. They were being imported. So industry is also happy. Also, when we say that the capacity is going to be increased, the capacity is being increased, it means that there is going to have a lot of mining, lot of production. So if there is mining, there is production, of course, new people will be needed, new technologies will be needed, and there will be opening of horizons for hundreds and thousands of jobs for newcomers, for professionals, for engineers, for skilled staff, for laborers. So everybody is going to be benefited, especially when the plant is in this region. The people of this region would be benefited. Industry, of course, would be benefited across the India. But the people, the job opportunity would be directly going to the locals, to the people of this region mostly.
Right. Well, as we just saw, Abhishek, the Prime Minister taking an overview of various functions of the steel plant there, and when is he expected to conduct the inauguration?
Rukma, this process is actually going on. The chairman of SAIL, the Minister of Petroleum, and other ministers and dignitaries are also joined up with him. So the process is all there. Prime Minister is actually taking a look. He's feeling the heat. When Prime Minister actually arrived, there was a huge mass of iron plate, that red iron plate that was coming, and the total atmosphere was heated up. So maybe Prime Minister is trying to feel the heat of this production, and this will be sometime that the Prime Minister would be dedicated this plant to the nation.
Right. Well, there are also expectations of a number of other MOUs that could be signed during his day-long visit. Do you have any information regarding that?
Yeah, Rukma, there was information that there would be some MOU between the state government and the central government regarding the efficiency enhancement. However, I would have to say that there is still not any conformity on my side, so I would not like to confirm it or deny it as well. However, this MOU has been there, the news has been there, but there has been no confirmation yet whether the MOU will be signed.
Right, Abhishek, and there we see the Prime Minister inaugurating the expanded and modernized unit of the Rourkela Steel Plant, as we've been telling you through our correspondence and the regular reports that we've been giving you, that as a result of the inauguration of this new and expanded unit of the Rourkela Steel Plant, there will be immense employment generation, there will be a lot of impact on the economy as well. And Abhishek, well, yesterday too we had heard about the government talking about development of the East and how the central government is keen that the East should develop in terms of and as a basis for development of the entire country.
Actually, if we go in the recent past, in the budget also, we have seen that there has been a shift in policy when government has actually said that the state should get more of its taxes, and then the quota for the state revenues were increased in the recent budget. So this was one thing. Also, last year in the month of August, Prime Minister and the cabinet cleared a proposal which would ensure that the states would have a larger say and larger share of revenue and royalties in terms of minerals. So when minerals are mined and the productions are happening, the royalties should go to the local state, to the region, and that is one mantra which this government is actually focusing on.